France. Geographic location. France is the largest Western European country. The Atlantic Ocean borders its western side, the British Channel, Germany, and Belgium on the north, Switzerland and Italy to the east, and Spain and the Mediterranean Sea to the south. Major physical characteristics. In terms of terrain, France contains flat plains and rolling hills in the north and west, with more mountainous features at the east and south. Particularly, the Alps and Pyrenees mountain ranges push into France. Others include Jura Massif, Central, and Vosges. Rivers include the Seine, the Rhone, the Dordogne, the Garonne, and Loire. Climate. France has a mostly temperate climate, although there are a few regional differences. The southeastern France enjoys Mediterranean weather, with mild winters and hot summers. Meanwhile, the northwest, otherwise known as the Holarctic region, receives cool winters and mild summers and regular rainfall. Flora and fauna. France's flora and fauna are dependent on its climate, which is divided into two regions. Mediterranean flora and fauna include firs, pines, sweet chestnut, apples, peaches, melons, nectarines, alpine ibexes, marmots, brown bears, lynxes, etc. Holarctic flora and fauna include oak, pine, beech, larch, Norway maples, lavender, juniper, heath, wild boar, a variety of deer, caramoo, horses, badgers, otters, tortoises, etc. Timeline of relevant events. From 481 to 511 was the reign of Clovis. Clovis founds the Kingdom of France by uniting all of the Frankish tribes. At 800, Charlemagne becomes Holy Roman Emperor. Charlemagne secures his position as ruler, and his military skills lead him to becoming crowned as emperor. 843 is the Treaty of Verdun. After the death of Louis the Post, the emperor is divided into three territories. At 1661 is the centralization of power. Louis XIV unites the royal and political centers under a single roof. At 1789 is the French Revolution. After years of unfair repression, the lower classes of France revolt. This leads to a massacre of the royal families and large reforms. At 1940 is the occupation of France. Nazis invade France in World War II, occupying the northern half for war and utilizing the southern half as a puppet state. In 1959 is the French Fifth Republic, a system of government created by President Charles de Gaulle that was later approved and is still in use today. At 1968 is the riots of May 68. French students protest against old values of imperialism, traditionalism, anti-authoritarianism, and conservatives. Major customs and traditions. The French celebrate traditional Christian holidays like Christmas and Easter. May Day is essentially Labor Day and is observed on the 1st of May, as well as Victory in Europe Day, which celebrates the end of hostiles in World War II. Bastille Day celebrates the day the Bastille Fortress was stormed by revolutionaries. Like other European countries, double kiss greetings are common, and being chivalrous and friendly are important parts of French culture. Government. The French government is a republic. The chief of state operates as the president and the prime minister as the head of government. The prime minister is in charge of the French parliament, which monitors the actions of the government and has access to public policies, and is made up of two houses called the National Assembly and the Senate. The president wields authority in national security and foreign policy. Economy. France operates with a mixed economy that includes a variety of private freedoms, centralized economic planning, and government regulations. With a GDP of 46,447 as of 2018, it's also the sixth richest country in the world by population. Its main exports include aircrafts, spacecraft, aircrafts, helicopters, pharmaceuticals, and vehicle-related items. Imports include mechanical, electronic, and transportation equipment, chemicals, cosmetics, and agro-food industry products. Religion. A majority of France's population is Christian, which includes Catholicism, branches of Protestantism, Eastern Orthodoxy, and Armenian Orthodoxy. Other major religions include Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Hinduism, and Sikhism. Tourism. France is a country littered with famous and historical locations that rake in hundreds of tourists every year. The most popular ones include the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre Museum, the Arc de Triomphe, the Château de Chambord, Villandry, and Genesau, as well as many cathedrals including Notre Dame. Problems. France is notorious for their massive amounts of immigration and low amounts of emigration, specifically from West Africa. This presents serious problems in housing and urbanization, as well as racism towards African immigrants and Muslims due to the negative impact of terrorist attacks.